Morning, good afternoon, whatever what time you are watching this video. It is another video game review. This one is based off a comic book series, so that could be a bad omen. This time to review it, I did platinum this game, by the way. It is my 56th platinum, so congratulations to myself. And if I sound a little weird, I am not feeling 100%, but I'm doing this for you guys on Facebook, Retroware, YouTube, because I do it for my subscribers and I do it for people who watch. So this is for you guys. I'm doing this under the weather, but I'm going to get it done. Now what could I be reviewing? Well, as you see in the title, you already know what it is. Xmen Destiny. Now, this game was released in North America on September 27th, 2011 by Activision. It came out for the ps3, the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the Nintendo DS. Now, I'm just going to clarify something. The Nintendo DS version had Sabretooth. It's the only one that does. Now, the plot? Well, you can pretty much see what the plot is for yourself. But, and I'll explain the plot and the other characters in greater detail later. But pretty much, it was supposed to be, I think, better than what it was, but I'll explain when we go on. And this is, by the way, based on the X-Men Legacy series, I believe, and it also somewhat follows the Wolverine and the X-Men somewhat closely. But with that being said, let's get this show on the road. Yeah, I'm letting it get through all this because I wanted to show you. Now, let me speak of the gameplay a little bit. I don't know, man. I'll let this go through first. Those were a lot of data missing. She looked pretty, folks. And that is pretty much the focal point of this game. Where you're someone, and I don't even think it's fucking true, where your decision is to decide the outcome. To be honest, your decision tree don't mean shit to about, ooh, to be the end of the fucking game. Pretty much chapter 6. Because if you join the X-Men, you get the good ending. If you join the Brotherhood, yeah, you pretty much get the bad ending. But that's neither here nor there. Now, for this, I'm going to say you would want to do 2 playthroughs, because you not only got to get all the X-Men related trophies, but also the Brotherhood trophies as well. You can, and pretty much if you're missing anything, you can get cleanup via mission select and select challenge, which you go to load game, and you pretty much go through that. Now, there are no glitch trophies and there are no cheats. And yes, difficulty does affect trophies because you have to beat the game on easy, normal, and hard. My recommendation, you beat the game on normal. Then you beat the game on hard. And I say that because one of the trophies, you have to fully level all your power-ups, which would be core, iconic power, first power, second power, third power, and ultra power. You should get it by the time you're done with the second playthrough. By the way, if you want an easy trophy, very easy, which is equip your first suit, you can also get the 4 of a kind. Enter the code at the X start screen of the main menu, so you would do it before you get to here. For MFR suit, you can hold R1 and L1 and press up, down, right, left, circle, triangle. Excuse me. Whew! Hate being sick. Now, if you want Juggernaut suit, you hold L1 and R1 and press down, right, up, left, triangle, and circle. And some of these trophies are very easy, like the destroy 25 pieces of propaganda. There are 34, but you only had to find 25. Excuse me. And as far as for the collect 15 dossiers, which is the collectible cards, there are a total of 24, but you only need 15, so the trophies are very easy. By the way, for the defeat ones, you just go to a challenge and do it like that. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to load up a new game just to show you the first level, and we're going to do it on New Unit. Now, there are 3 characters to choose from. This wonderful person is Attica and Lucia. I'm probably mispronouncing his name. He's from LA, California. He is the son of a profile martyred in battle. He was raised by his father's associates, educated to hate all mutants, and conduct to seek revenge for his father's murder. Purifiers have trained him to be a soldier in the army of pure-blooded Homo sapiens. Unfortunately, he becomes a mutant, so yeah, that don't work too well. Grant Alexander's, who I used on mine, he's pretty much the college football player. He wants to dream about playing pro football. He hopes to land a starting spot this year at the University of California. Unfortunately for him, after today's events, he will not be able to do that. And he has no interest in politics and news little about the ongoing mutant conflict. And the last one, but not least, the chick from Fuji, Japan. Smuggled out of Japan by her mutant parents before the entire family could be rounded up and executed or imprisoned in the new mutant camps. She arrives in San Francisco, hidden on a tanker ship. She is too young and finer to appreciate her parents' motivations for sending her away, and instead feels only the bitterness and anger of abandonment. So pretty much we have Asian emo chick who will most likely get big fake titties and become a porn star, dumbass football player from Georgia, and emo boy. Yes, I know some people probably are not liking the fact I said emo boy, but that's pretty much in a nutshell what that is, at least for me. By the way, the Nintendo DS, you only could play as one. You only had a single player. And since I've already been the football player, we're gonna go with emo. He's got daddy issues. By the way, boys and girls, spoiler warning, that's not Magneto. Anybody who remembers the opening? And it's not Pyro, by the way, either. One of the main villains in the game is back, and he has made an alliance. And by the way, this is when you discover he has mutant powers. Now you can choose only 3, which in my humble opinion I think are bullshit. Because if I had my choice, I'd want Wolverine's power. By the way, before I should talk about each powers individually, the characters you will see are as far as the non-playable characters. Cyclops, Emma Frost, some guy I can't fucking remember, Colossus, Forge, Gambit, Iceman, Nightcrawler, Northstar, Pixie, Rogue. You know, I don't remember seeing Rogue in this. Surge and Wolverine. Force for the Brotherhood of Mutants, Magneto, Juggernaut, Mystique, Pyro, Quicksilver, and Toad. Sabretooth was only on the DS. Now, like I said, I don't remember seeing Rogue. So, yeah, I can't say anything about that. Now, let's talk about these fucking powers we get to choose from. Oops. Destiny Control. Pretty much you're ripping off Colossus on this one, okay? You get rocks and shit coming out of your body. As far as for the energy projectiles, think. You got Cyclops' powers coming out of your hand and shadow material, or shadow matter, which you can pretty much control shadows. And we're going to pick the lamest one, which is the shadow power. Pretty much, if you need a self-explanatory, it's ripping off Nightcrawler. Yep, he's ripping off Nightcrawler. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm really not too impressed with these powers you got to choose from. And the only reason I picked the first one was because out of the three, that's the only one I liked. Now, one of my buddies who works at GameStop never would always tell me not to get this game because it was broken and not finished. And by God, is he correct. By the way, square is your light, triangle is your heavy, and circle is your dodge. Pause, you can look at X suits, mutant powers, collectibles, which I do not have on this, and options, which you can look at your video, audio, controls, gameplay, and difficulty. Now, the controls are not bad. I mean, they're a piece of shit, but not a bad piece of shit. Now, if you hit triangle while you're on the pause menu, you can look at your statistics, which, yeah, you really don't need to care for. Now, you see the faction meter. That don't mean shit when it comes to the final decision, because you can still pick Cyclops and be an evil, twisted son of a bitch. So the faction meter don't mean shit. And unfortunately, that is one of the main problems with this game. Some of the shit don't mean anything. Okay? That is one of the main problems of this game. The only reason you even get anything out of it is for, and I quote, the good old trophies. Other than that, yeah, I don't mean shit. Ugh. Now, pretty much like I said, this is pretty much just feels like Nightcrawler's rip-off move list. Okay, maybe not totally ripping off Nightcrawler's powers, but There's an easy first trophy right there. Hey, Quicksilver. Yeah, by the way, I never hold it R1 in this game to block, because to be honest, you fucking forget to block after the first few seconds. By the way, there's an easy collectible, which, by the way, your first collectible is Quicksilver. If you don't know, he is the son of Magneto. And that's one of the few good things about it. You get to look through the collectibles. By the way, here is Xmen. Whee! Now, pretty much, yeah, the story just takes place pretty much on this whole island, except for, I think, one part with Gambit. Which, by the way, you do gotta fight Gambit. So, let's just get out of it, because I want to show you the challenge mode before I end this. By the way, that is who I use, my boy. As you can see, I've already... Now doing this, you can select continue, select mission, select challenge, or delete save data. There are 15 challenges and you have to do them all. And my best bet, my favorite one is this one. And there are 7 missions, which to be honest, they're all easy. Even on hard, you should only die maybe once or twice before the final boss, who is a joke. I mean, you may die once just because of the fact of the health, but on that, it should be fine. And I can show you the other things in this since I didn't. Now, challenge arena, gotta get them on. Now, as far as for the X suit, you have Wolverine, Civilian, which you gotta hit triangle, Avalanche, Psylocke, Colossus, Pyro, Juggernaut, Iceman, North Star, who I have never fucking heard of till now. Of course, you got the X-Men, Vintage, Toad, Surge, which again I have no idea who that was. Apparently she was in this game. I have no idea who she is, so if somebody can tell me, that'd be great. Gambit, self-explanatory. Magneto, self-explanatory. The Brotherhood, which I actually like this, but I stick with Wolverine's. Quicksilver, which that costume looks funny. Now, of course, you also got the offensive, defenses, and utility gene. Now, mutant powers, pretty much, yeah. For your first special one, you get to choose, second and third, but the last one you're stuck with. Which in this case, you get to turn to a big old rock. Now, collectibles. As you see, I did pretty good for myself. I only missed 4. A Toad. So that's all that, by the way. There's your final boss. Spoiler warning. I don't want to be stuck in Quicksilver's. I want to go back to Wolverine. Thank you. So you can see I have the rocks. Now this first special, you just throws crystallized rocks, and it will pretty much instantly kill your opponent because it freezes them to death. Most opponents. Sometimes it will not. Now you do have some combos you can use. That's my favorite combo. That one I hate. I used to jump a thump in the last one. There we go. Now triangle. If you do R2 and triangle, by the way, you do R2 and square for the other one, he turns into a big old ball. So it's American Gladiators. Da 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 da. You spin me round like a record. Yeah, let's stop. Pretty much at some point you're not even going to remember the mutant powers you got. You're just going to be smashing the square button the whole damn time. Which is pretty much what you'll be doing the whole damn time. And I turn into the big rock thing. Anybody thinking God of War ripoff? Hercules, the cartoon? Yes, you do get to fight robots. Unfortunately, the bad thing is you only get to fight, spoiler warning, one Sentinel. Which sucks. Now, just because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to show you off the third power, the one that I not played. If you want to see the first power, you're going to have to look that up on YouTube on your own. Now, and you can see what her video is about. Yeah, it sucks when you lose somebody in your family, but hey, they did it for you! You stupid bitch. By the way, I can't skip this part, you may. Okay, so not exactly like Cyclops, but, Ryu? I'm just gonna say, a bull kit! A bull kit! Yeah, so what does Xmen Destiny get at the end of the day? Even though it's not a bad game, it is extremely broken and it is repetitive and very dull. You will probably not want to play it too much in one sitting. With that being said, even though the controls are good and the story, it seems like it's there, but this should have been left in the oven for a few more months to cook. So at the end of the day, Xmen Destiny gets a 2 out of 5. Maybe if it was left a little bit longer in the oven, maybe it would have done better. Again, that is my opinion. As far as of the trophies, the trophies are very easy. So you shouldn't have a problem with them. I give the trophy difficulty a 1 out of 5, but I only would recommend this if you want an easy platinum for you trophy hunters or achievements hunters out there if you want an easy 100%. Other than that, I can only recommend this game if you are an extremely hardcore X-Men fan. And that's it. This game I cannot recommend. Now, if you do want to buy it, you could pretty much find it very cheaply. I think I only paid about, 16 bucks. So you can get it pretty cheaply. But there's a reason why it's that cheap, because it's bad. So see you next time, boys and girls, when I get back to my Mortal Kombat Let's Play, and when I review, hopefully, if I can get it done in time, Family Guy, Return to the Multiverse. Until then, this is the DOUG saying good night. Enjoy your mutant abilities, and have a good week. Peace.